Thunderstorm by Anne Sibley O'Brien, illustrated by Bert Dodson. "You're here," Lily shouted. She ran to greet Emma. Lily's mother watched from the porch, her leg in a cast. Emma came to help her each day. It was Emma's first job. "I don't know how I'd get along without her," Mrs. Gilman yelled to Emma's dad. Emma's dad smiled. "I'll pick her up in a couple of hours," he shouted back. "Watch out for thunderstorms. They've had some bad ones to the west." Emma shivered. She hated thunderstorms. "You going to be okay?" her dad asked. Emma felt like jumping back into the truck. But Mrs. Gilman was counting on her. She nodded and tried to smile. Later the sky got dark. "Looks like a storm is coming our way," Mrs. Gilman said. She switched on a lamp. "Emma, do you think you could run down to the barn and close the doors? I don't want Daisy's hay to get soaked." Emma wanted to stay right there, safe in the house. But she said, "Okay." "I want to go with Emma," Lily demanded. "Hurry back," said Mrs. Gilman. The storm could hit any time. Emma hurried Lily across the little bridge and down the slope to the barn. Lily fed a handful of hay to Daisy. Thick black clouds were piling up in the sky. "Come on, Lily, we've got to go back," Emma said. Just then, there was a deep rumble of thunder. If you can hear thunder, there could be lightning. Emma knew that. Her dad always told her so. He always said to stay inside during a storm. She gazed up the hill at the house. Lamplight glowed from the windows. If they ran, they could be back there in a minute. She looked again. Was that Mrs. Gilman in the window? She was holding her hand up. "Stop! Stay there!" Emma wanted to bolt for the house. The thunder rumbled again, closer. No, it wasn't safe. She slid the barn door closed. "We're going to wait for the storm to pass, Lily," Emma said. "Let's feed Daisy some more hay." There was a brilliant flash of light, and then an enormous boom. Emma jumped and cried out. The thunder seemed to echo in the huge dark barn. She wanted to bury herself in a pile of hay and hide. But Lily was clinging to her. Her eyes were big and scared. Emma took a deep breath. "It's okay, Lily," she said. "It's just a storm." "I sound just like my dad," she thought. So what did her dad do when Emma was scared? "Hey, Lily, how about a story?" Emma asked. Lily nodded. "Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs," Emma began. She tried to keep her voice from shaking. The wind howled and the barn windows rattled. Rain pelted the roof. Emma tried to keep her mind on the story. The big bad wolf blew and blew until he blew the house down. "Can you hear him blowing?" Emma asked. Lily nodded. Her eyes were still big, but she didn't look scared. Emma kept talking. "So the wolf came down the chimney," Emma said. "Ouch! Ouch!" he yelled. "My tail is on fire!" Emma jumped up and danced around. Lily giggled. Emma peeked out the window. The sky was lighter. The storm had passed, and they could go back to the house. But outside, Emma saw that the water in the creek was too high. It was lapping against the bottom of the bridge. "Should we run across?" she asked herself. But even as they stood there, she saw the water rise higher. It ran over the top of the planks. Emma ran back into the barn and pulled the heavy door closed again, but the door didn't keep the water out. She had to keep Lily safe. She looked around. There was a small loft, but there were no stairs. Then Lily saw boards nailed on the wall to make a ladder. Lily, let's pretend we're the 3 little pigs running away from the big bad wolf, Emma cried. She pulled Lily over to the wall. If we get up there, the wolf can't get us. She lifted Lily up to the first rung of the ladder and helped her climb. Soon they were safe in the loft. That's where Emma's dad found them when he returned. We're the 3 little pigs, Lily giggled. Weren't you scared? Emma's dad asked her. Emma nodded. Yes, but I had to take care of Lily. Her dad gave her a big wink. I know just what you mean, he said. Pelt. Demand. Sturdy. Bolt. Barn. Hay. Cows. Rise.